The ultimate goal is to help a lot of people, and then I'll go from there. So who is the type of person who can achieve this? It's someone who finishes what they start, someone who is committed, someone who can be held accountable, someone who does hard things despite feelings of like fear or uncertainty. And I think community is one of the biggest ones for me, because I feel like community is the best place for change to happen. If we're trying to do this alone, like if I'm alone or before we have these little groups, it's extremely hard to gain any momentum, right? But when we are able to come in here and communicate with one another and collaborate, that's when things can change for us.
Yeah, I appreciate the camaraderie, the challenge, and the feedback. Because I think that's one thing that we don't do anymore, or we seldom do, is we don't, first off, put it out there, and then second, we don't ever get put back in check. You know what I'm saying? Like you're talking about a little kid. Like my little kid yesterday had a hard day. He got checked about 4 times on his rear end, 4 different times during the day because he needed to be put in check and he was asking for it. And it makes me think we need to put stuff out there and we need to be told and we need to be challenged and we need to be put back in check too. Like this morning I said, I don't have energy. Wow, I got text messages back saying, remember this, and this in your life, dude. You made it through that. Dude, get on it.
What I will say about my checklist is continuing to show up every morning. If I could just show up, not feeling well, sad, upset, uncomfortable, if I could show up every day, I never say I wish I didn't show up.
Cynthia, that is your superpower. Your superpower is different than ours. Yours is that you show up for almost everything that we put out. That's your power. It's not all this other stuff that we talk about and do. Just showing up and being in the game is part of it, and that's gonna make big things happen. It's already made big things happen for you this year. It's already made huge things happen for you this year.
One of the things it talks about in that book is how powerful your environment is, right? And you can have a positive or a negative environment. So if you're trying to work towards certain goals, you can't be in a toxic, crazy environment because it's going to be counterproductive to what you're trying to accomplish.
And I just put like 3 goals, whether they're real estate related or personal related. There's just 3 things, like today I need to knock these 3 things out, or this week I need to knock these 3 things out.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been starting. I really like this book. It's not so much about goals, but about the systems.
There's some little things that, just like using a dry erase, you didn't think of.
Yeah.
But whenever
I've been
she
scrubbing
mentioned
for
it,
30 years.
Hey, Tarick.
it may be something simple, but when you're around other people, they may bring something to light that it's just that easy.
It was a lot of little changes over time, but he stuck with it. And a lot of the things that I had in the past, I'd start something, but I wouldn't finish it. And I'd maybe have doubts that it was going to work. And a lot of this is helps in your belief system that if you do stick with things and you do consistently do it, and I think the cycling thing and the way you went through the baseball things are 2 great things that help your belief system, that you can make small changes and consistently do it, and it'll actually work. And that's been one of my problems.